MovieWeb.com.
Well, the first thing I want to ask is, after watching this movie, I've talked with a lot of girls, and the first thing they say is this sort of turned them off from wanting to get in a relationship with somebody who had Asperger's. And I'm wondering if you could talk about, if you guys ever discussed that before, what this movie would sort of do to people with Asperger's looking to get into a relationship and hitting on a girl who had seen this movie. I mean, if you think that might affect their chances.
No, to answer your first question, the idea that we sat and kind of talked that through is absolutely not. I mean, that's not the, I think, you know, you trust your initial instinct, which for my initial instinct was that this movie was deeply sympathetic towards his character and the kind of the path that he has to walk through life. And that the, you know, if anything, the point of the movie is that I think by the end of the film, you get the opportunity just for maybe even a second to like see the world through his eyes. And if you can do that for anybody, somebody with Asperger's, somebody who's just got a different life to yours, then you've probably done that individual a favor. But we were not in the business of, you know, trying to make an educational film about Asperger's primarily. And we certainly didn't want to misrepresent it or any of the people that live with it, however that may be. But no, our intention was to, like, speaking like for the two of us, was just to do our best job by the characters that were written and by the script.
Okay, and for your character, I mean, when you meet somebody with Asperger's, it's not automatically something you pick up on. And I'm wondering, how did you find the particularities of your character after having met with a lot of these people? Because, I mean, your character is very, like, structured. And I'm wondering how you found a lot of the tics, per se, and some of the different oddities.
I did meet a lot of people, and what I realized early on is that there's a great variety within the body of people that have Asperger's, have been diagnosed with Asperger's. There's some of them can't look you in the eye at all. Some of them actually are, you know, much better at that. Some of them constantly move, and you know, and so forth. So I realized that I was allowed to some degree pick and choose. And I met some individuals that I felt I recognized something in them from the character, that, you know, so you're kind of putting together a jigsaw. Some of it, obviously, you after a while, you have to trust your own imagination.
Now, for you, was it difficult ever to deal with him as an actress when he's so deep into this role and he sort of isn't showing emotion in certain scenes, to pick up on certain cues from him?
It was definitely a different experience, yeah, because I think it brought out a different side of me, though, which I only really realised since I've seen the film. But I think his reserve made Beth come forward even more, do you know? So her sort of eccentricity and spontaneity and sort of curiosity about everything is even more heightened because of his natural sort of, I don't know, reserve. So for me, it was an interest. Yeah, it was definitely. But all the acting, you know, mantras of look the other person in the eye and acting is reacting, you know, they were all gone for Hugh. So that was quite wild, I think, from an actor's perspective. It's sort of a totally different experience. Yeah.
And with a little bit more of a serious drama, was it easy or hard for you guys to ease the humor into this?
I think that was in a way the greatest challenge. And it was just a matter of, as I said before, doing justice to the script. It was all in there. Learning enough about the character that you could find that humor without kind of playing it for laughs. You know, I felt like if I could be honest to the character and kind of try and be always within that character, then the laugh and the joke and the humor of it would come naturally, and it's benign. You know, we certainly didn't. It would have, one of the worst things we could have done with this is to, I suppose, make it seem like we're playing, you know, Asperger's for laughs, asking you to laugh at this character, and that's certainly not it wasn't the intention.
Some chocolate.
I'm not Forrest Gump, you know.